Yes, we're back again. The boys are back in the building. You know who's back. Your boy Lee. It's been a long time, people.
All right.
You miss me. To my right.
Your boy Tezza T, we back. Brandy and Tap. All right.
Yeah. On the other sofa.
Oh yeah, what's up? Elijah's here. Happy holidays, everybody.
And your boy Radar. Only coat today because last night.
Yeah,
this is the sofa where we're dying at the moment, I think. But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, the dead sofa over there.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're at the gap between. So this is the holiday period. By the time you hear this, it'll be just after Christmas. Been
Well,
doing
it
some
ain't
heavy
Christmas yet,
celebrating.
but you'll see this after Christmas still.
Yeah.
So today I wanted to start off talking about. We'll talk about New Year's stuff and whatnot, but just think about AI. And in the job that I do, we're having to start thinking about AI a lot more now, where students can use AI to cheat or to get an advantage. And there's this new chatbot that I won't name, but you can put in any question, any scenario, and this chatbot talks back like a human in text form and can do your job for you. And I just think it's crazy, man. I don't think it's right, but I also am quite excited about where it could go.
It's the way of the world, isn't it? That's the way of the world now. Things are getting easier.
Yeah. For who?
For the kids, man. What you mean? I didn't have that shit.
But
I had to write my shit.
I can't lie. It is mad because, boy, like, I think God even had a scientific calculator at school, let alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yet you got AI and all these kind of things moving mad. This is about our robot shit.
It is.
I think it's scary. Personally, I think it's scary. Like, you know, the things that are coming out now. And yeah, does it dumb people down because obviously they can now cheat and do things without having to get the knowledge? You know, is it even going to sink in? Because when you're reading something, you're learning, aren't you? So you're getting the knowledge in. But if you're saying something to a bot and then it's just printing out for you what you need, then are you learning?
no.
That's the thing.
Okay, but are you not learning from what the bot has told you? It's you not writing the information down. So it's giving you the scenario, right? It's giving you what you need to learn, what you need to know. You've still got to go and, as a teacher, you still got to go and recite that and read it back to your teacher so your teacher knows
So
that it's your
I
work.
guess then, if you're using it from a student's perspective, the skill that you would learn is how to remember.
But then is it no different or any different to like people Google and searching things? Do you know like when you like I don't use it, I always type in, man. But I know you can hold the thing down and do like Google speaking and speak into it and it will say like answer a question or something and that will come up whatever.
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes you can read it back to you, don't it?
Yeah.
Rather than just having like my preference is I won't retain information unless I read it. Like
And you got the advantage of growing up having to read, yeah?
Yeah.
So what about the kids after your kids who just do that? And then one day, I don't know, will they ever have to read? Because they won't have the skill to fall back on like you've got.
But that's the way the technology's going, right?
I don't
Making
like
things
it. I don't like
easier,
it for the
easier
fact that I
and
think it's
easier.
lazier.
I think it's lazy.
That's the way the technology's
World's
going.
lazy, man. The world's lazy.
That's the way the world wants you to be, though, isn't it?
I don't want to be that way though.
Same.
Yeah, but
Same.
you can't change that. You can't do nothing about that, but that don't mean your grandkids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
I mean,
think
it's
about how we
slippery slope,
are
man.
compared to what our grandparents were.
It's a slippery slope. I can see really good ways that in which it could be used.
But because it's a
For
real
sure.
bad, because it's a real bad ways, man. I'm looking at
I think
like,
real
how
bad
can I
ways.
kill my partner without her knowing and no one know it, and the police? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I ain't
you know what I mean?
going
Like,
that
you know,
I ain't going that
I'm gonna
far.
type it- I'm gonna type it in.
That's
Type it in.
true.
Like you saw the massacres of that. That man are using like, you know what I mean?
They could
Like,
be using them
could be
things
using
there.
them things there.
You got
Like,
VPN on the
how
phone.
could you get rid of this evidence? How can you do this?
Yeah, you got
And
VPN on your phone.
yeah, like
literally
it's
turn it on,
crazy.
man.
But then again, them things there could be just out there to just get information out of you.
That's
You
true.
get me?
That is true.
You may think you're help. You may think this is helping you, but
What's this guy
actually,
researching? Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
thing getting information out of you.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, yo, yard, bro.
Exactly that. Why is he researching this?
But and that's the thing. So when you're saying it's the way of the world, it doesn't have to be the way of the world. If we don't embrace this, that will go away. Have you heard about Alexa?
Yeah.
So the Alexa, they had a massive push for Alexa. They basically give the things away. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But
So
now
it
it's
could read
not
out your
been
whole
very
home, that's
successful.
why.
Yeah.
And now they're ditching it because
Don't want
it
them
didn't
things
get
as
embraced.
snitches, man.
But if we embraced that, they would have been
They would
pushing
have
that further and
Yeah, of
further
course.
into our lives. We'd have accepted that into whatever. So with this AI, if we have the attitude of this is great, which a lot of us will because it's easy and we like convenience, it's going to get to the point where now every decision you have to make will be tracked because you can't read because your kids never learn to read or their kids never learn to read. So now this is going to do it, and you become like, at what point do you become bionic? You just become a robot, even though you're living. Your brain's not in your head, is it? It's there.
And also, then what is the use of human beings?
Yeah.
There ain't
Exactly.
like we all like technology. We all like it's like convenience, man. It's nice, especially this guy over here. He love it,
Yeah.
but boy, I think there becomes a limit, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, when I think of stuff like that, I always think about Robot. You got the one's cool, all them one turned against when the thing go red.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he go around trying to mash up Will Smith, bro.
Yeah.
And he's got that one little one. What's his name? Sonny.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got that one little one, bro, to help him, bro. And that's weird as well because. That's a bit like that. Like, that's talking to you like a human being. That Sonny then started getting emotions, didn't he? Started feeling emotions and that,
Start
brother.
to do art
And
and
start
stuff.
doing art and...
Yeah.
Man, that's
That's
scary,
what I mean.
man.
When
That's
when
scary.
it's time to stop listening to your master, that's when it just, like I said, make a mind
Bro,
up.
and these things are
Boy, it's
strong as
scary.
well and
Yep.
quick and...
Yep.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm not into that.
Well, it's going to be wars are going to be AI driven, I think now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're doing that now, aren't they? They're doing that now.
Absolutely.
At the very least, this program is kind of desensitizing them to killing, so that when they get older, they're more likely to. If all of a sudden World War III, we need you lot to
in the army.
volunteer.
We
Yeah.
need you kids
You
in the
saw it with
army.
Ukraine. You see them men running to Ukraine from here to
Yeah.
volunteer
Yeah.
because they want to kill someone.
Yeah.
And I bet
I
you
think they're regretting it now, though.
Of course they are.
got caught.
alive.
Well, that's when them three guys that got caught and they're like trying to ask for our sympathy. I thought, I don't feel sorry for you.
exactly.
No, so you
No,
don't-
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
go up
exactly.
in there.
No until you go run fast
what I
at
mean,
yourself
bro?
for something that don't concern you.
Bro, my
Yes,
parents
yeah.
said to me, stay out of people's business, man.
Yeah, exactly that.
Stay out of people's business.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
your- is that your problem? Come out.
In your business, get out of it.
Like I said, even if war come here, then boy, I'm staying at the business.
Yeah, for real. Let's come to my doorstep, then I'm cool.
Exactly.
But
We don't come to
what if they do a draft though?
What?
I'm doing
draft.
Muhammad
Draft
Ali,
Ali.
bruv.
Listen,
I'm doing Muhammad Ali, man. Lock
I'm
me
going to
up.
jail.
Bro,
I
when he
already
kick.
said I'm going to jail.
You go to jail
Yeah,
rather than
same.
be drafted.
Standard.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in jail. At least I might survive.
Yeah.
But don't you love your country?
What?
That's how you show love for your country, though.
Which country?
Eli.
Bro.
Yeah, I
This
get-
country that you
look.
hold a passport for.
Does this like?
I got two
country
passports.
show love
Hold
for
on,
you?
hold
two
on, hold
passports
on.
now.
Listen,
I'm asking the questions.
I got two
here.
passports.
You know, as I said, you man love it. You love ask questions. Do you love the country?
I would go to war, yeah.
Do you love the country? I said. Do you love
Yeah,
your
man,
country?
I love my town, I love my people. Yeah,
You
I
love
love it.
you love
the country.
England, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, cool.
I do
Love life.
love here.
No, but I do-
for the reason of having my friends and family here.
Brother,
That's
I've
it.
watched Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
Blood better got no place in the army.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's me. I'm
You're
not
not
there.
wrong. You're not
I'm not
wrong.
there, and I don't feel like I have the right to kill anybody anyway. So
That's
no,
exactly
I'm
my-
not going. I'm not going
there,
out there
bro.
and
Rocking up my soul.
and killing
I'm not
somebody and mashing up
exactly.
myself. Nah, I'm not
Exactly.
killing.
Not mashing
I
my
don't
soul,
think we've
bro.
got a right to kill people.
Nah,
man.
nah, nah,
Like,
I'm
there's
not
a
doing
lot of there's other ways that you can settle differences
Debate, yeah,
and
yeah,
debates
yeah,
and
yeah.
that. Why you got to
Settle
go there and kill off innocent people and that
This
kind of
is
stuff?
it.
Nah. So for me, I
We
wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I
We
wouldn't go.
have
wouldn't
idiots
go.
who are running the world,
Yeah.
dangerous idiot people. But people
I couldn't do
will, like I said, I always say, until people unite, these things are going to keep happening.
Don't get me wrong. If there's a war, a man come to my yard.
Yeah.
And it's threatening my family and me, then boy,
Yeah.
I gotta
That's
do
a
what I
different
gotta do.
situation.
What I gotta
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
But
yeah, I hear
I ain't
that.
intentionally going out. No,
Yeah, nah,
I
I'm
think
not going
they-
out to cause it.
That's
yeah.
how they get. That's how I suppose the media get you to get involved in the wars. They would say they're coming to you.
They're coming
You know,
to
there'd
you,
be
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah.
propaganda.
They're on
They're
our
coming to
shores.
get you. They
Yeah.
don't like us, our way of life.
Yeah, they're
And then
coming.
people, the majority of people will go, sign me up, even if there wasn't this rush. That's how they probably got all the Russian people involved and all the Ukrainian people involved. All the Americans are like, they follow that. They love that. They see the flag and it's like, they're activated.
Brother,
Let's go.
let-
Let's fight.
That's
Them
mad,
man,
you know.
listen, them man are
That's
Manchurian out there, bro. I
Mancunian.
tell you, they are Mancunian. They're
100%.
dying for that flag.
Yeah.
Me,
That film was
100%.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
not me, bro.
Like,
Exactly.
You
No.
can put the flag over.
Exactly.
But it is like, I bet there's some sort of that symbolism of the flag and them
Something
singing
else,
the
bruv.
anthem.
Nah, that's something
that
else.
just gets them all to all of a sudden they're patriots. They're
It
ready to
reminds
kill
me of
for.
what's the film again? Like Born. It reminds me like
Yeah.
of Born. How they
Yeah.
how they trained. I reckon it's like that. You know.
Yeah.
So war broke out tomorrow, and Russia are invading. Who's in?
I'm not in.
In for what? I'd be in, but I wouldn't be fighting on the front lines. Do you know what I would?
So what
I
you
would
be doing?
say.
Then?
Eli,
I'd figure out a way
Eli,
to
you
volunteer
got-
early.
Listen,
So
Eli.
that I have to fight. So I'd do something, some sort of. I don't know.
Eli.
I'd work for like
Eli.
a cameraman for like propaganda or something. But I
Eli.
ain't trying to go out there and with a gun.
Elijah.
No way.
What
Listen,
for?
Your skin is black. You are at the front, my friend.
Nah.
No, but that's the thing, Lee. Yeah, these man, they don't want you in their country. The man don't want to give you their respect, but when we walk up, they want you to back them.
You're the first man they're putting out there, bro.
Yeah.
No,
You're the first man
No, sir.
in the line, bro.
When you walk up, you're British.
Of course.
Ain't no questions.
Yeah.
Ain't no questions. But where you from? You with us, man? You with us, man?
Blacks,
You know what I mean?
Asians,
You with us? Nah, I'm
Romanians,
not on that.
Gypsies, all these man there that they won't kick out the country. They're the first man they
people
put
there.
in.
You reside in our country, you gotta back us.
Yeah,
But then the
you're the
next thing
first
is-
line of defence.
Why would you even think about fighting for this country for a war that you haven't asked for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
it's like I said, there's idiots who are running the place, trying to send us into things that we shouldn't even be getting involved in. But
And the thing is like, listen, I ain't got no beef with no one from Russia or from China, whatever, man. Bridget. I got bridges all over the show. When I see the China man, when I go make my Chinese meaning, I'm cool. Me and James, Bridget. Me and James are nice. You get me? Do you know what I mean? I'm friends with all them man there.
That's what I mean.
My Bridget Luke, all them man I'm cool with. So why am I?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to
Why
get me
not?
have a
Yeah.
beef with a certain man when me and?
yeah,
Listen,
Yeah, I'm here
my
with
friends
you.
come from all countries, all walks
I'm
of
here
life,
with-
man.
I'm
So why am I
T-Roy.
gonna even put myself in a situation where it's like,
yeah.
nah, sir.
with
Unless
T-Roy.
majority does something to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I got a problem with you. If you
Yeah,
have a problem
of
with you, nah, man, leave me.
Yeah,
you go about
yeah.
your business.
I'll
Yeah.
go
You
about
go
my
about your business.
Yeah. You do you. I
And
do
if
me.
everyone used that mentality,
Yeah,
Listen,
then
the
you're
world's
cool.
nice, isn't it?
Exactly.
well,
Well,
nice.
nice, but
If
ain't
no one
gonna be
troubles
that
you,
way, though.
don't trouble them. That's the way I
Yeah.
look at it.
yeah.
The whole idea of war, that we are somehow everyone in a country can unite on this one common thing of living on the same land, is BS.
Yeah.
Because you can't always unite with people who live on the same street as you. How
That's what
can
I'm
we all as a
saying.
country,
Yeah.
this one thing in common
Yeah.
makes us friendly and kin and to want to protect each other?
Yeah.
Like we have our own like circles or communities, don't we? Within who we would fight for willingly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
There are people either family or religion or race or school or whatever it is. You have your real clans that you've actually made, who you would fight for.
Yeah,
But there's no
100%.
way that the government can say you are all part of one clan and let's go make this money. I mean, let's go have this war. You know what I mean? That's all it's about. Isn't
I
it?
see you. I see you did there. I took me the one to recognise, but yeah, I get it.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
You're right
It's
about
true.
that. Exactly.
It is so true.
Because, like I say, I don't understand how like these places, like who in these places are asking for the likes of Britain and America to come in and basically save us. You know.
Yeah.
You know, there's always agendas there. You know what I mean?
Course.
There's always something there for them, whether it's minerals or
Yeah.
gold or oil or gas. That's where it all heads.
Here's a statistic, yeah, that I just saw today. So the Russia-Ukraine war, America are like, we're not fighting this war. Yeah, everyone knows.
America are
Everyone knows the
fighting this war,
proxy
though,
war. But if you look at the numbers, the US has spent more money on the war than Russia,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
and they're not in the war.
Not in the
They're
war.
saying they're not in the war,
But they're supplying all the arms.
but they spent more money than
They're
Russia.
supplying the arms. That's the
the
thing. Because America's got an invested interest in what's
Of course,
happening.
yeah.
Of course
They want
they
a piece of
have.
the- they want a piece of the
They
cake, innit?
Exactly.
A piece of
They
the
can't
cake.
they can't let Russia have Ukraine. They can't.
They just want the war to go on forever, so they
course
can
they
keep
do.
making money.
Of course I do. And war brings money, doesn't it?
It brings money.
It brings money to certain people, should I say?
It brings money.
It brings
definitely.
money, you
But
know.
yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to talk about homelessness and touch on that, yeah? It just reminded me, so I put it up on the screen. You guys seen a new clip of our Prime Minister at a homeless shelter?
No.
No.
Watch this conversation.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Rishi. What's your name? Dean. Dean, how are you? Hungry. Well, we're getting some good breakfast. Thank you. Would you like sausages? Some toast? Yeah. Perfect. A couple of eggs?
Yeah,
Fantastic. Now, you've been here before, have you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a superb job. Right, that's that. That's some cutlery. Let me get with
Can I sort the economy out?
Well, that is exactly what I'm trying to do. Exactly what I'm trying to do.
There's for business.
What do you have? Do you work in a business? Do you want some
No,
fruit?
I'm homeless, and I'm actually a homeless person at the minute, but I'm interested in business.
Yeah, what kind of business?
I like finance, it's good for the city, and when finance and stuff's doing well, we'll do well, don't we, in London? So
Yeah, that's
Batten
absolutely
everything
right.
up.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So I used to work in finance, actually.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Ex-investment bank.
Yeah, well, I did lots of different things, but you're right, because I think the good thing now is it's not just London. If you look at all the jobs in finance around the UK, the majority of them are outside of London now.
Yeah.
So it's spread across the
The
UK.
law and the association.
Yeah, is that something you'd like to get into?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but I don't know. I'd like to get through Christmas though.
Yeah. What's the plan? What are you doing this weekend?
No idea. I'm hoping that the St Mungo's can help me get into some temporary accommodation, so I'm not on the street.
That was cringe, you know. And at no
What's
point,
the plans? What are you doing this weekend?
Man's
homeless.
So my question
What
is,
plan have you got?
is our government out of touch?
Of course they are.
of course,
Listen,
of
they're in
course.
their own heads, man.
I mean, the
They're
man
only in their own
said
circle.
he wants to do something in finance. Not one point did he say, "Oh, let me try and put you on" or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That's one thing I took from.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, is this something you'd like to do?" And the man was like, "I don't know, maybe." And I'm like, "Oh, no, you said you want to go in finance, unless I watched that wrong. I don't know, man." I'm thinking,
Man's like, what you doing on the weekend? Like, man's gonna go and chill, go clubbing with his boys and then go.
He's got no concept of homelessness.
Homeless.
No.
He's at a homeless shelter and he says to the guy, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And the man's like, "I'm just trying to find somewhere to sleep for this weekend. I'm trying to
No,
get through Christmas."
no concept whatsoever.
He's like, "I used to be in business." This guy didn't hear him, did he? He didn't understand what home. Does he think homeless is just a word?
He
Doesn't
don't
mean
want to
anything?
know.
Well, he's
about
doing his
them
job, and
things,
he's just serving food and thinking that that's it. He's not thinking the bigger picture.
Because for him, it's a prop. Isn't it?
prop.
Yeah.
It's a prop.
For
Exactly
this
that.
man, this man's on the street.
It's a prop.
Yeah, that's some joke, man.
And
That's
even
a
after the
joke
man
team.
said he's homeless, he was like, "So what? Yeah, are you interested in the business? What do you want to do? Like, when you're homeless, you can't think of those steps ahead.
Yeah.
You're thinking of, like, where am I
And you know-
sleeping?
and you
Am
know-
I
and you know- and you know the maddest
Am I
thing
not
is-
getting attacked?
Yeah, and you know the maddest thing? Rishi Sunak is near enough a billionaire, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got something like 800 or something million or
His
something.
wife-
His
750
wife's got a lot
million.
of money as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why is that homeless shelter even
Existing.
existed?
Yeah.
Why, as the Prime Minister, the person who's running this country, ain't gone to fucking Holiday Inn or Travelodge or Premier Inn and said, "You know what? I'm hiring out this whole blood clot team for a year. It might cost me 200 grand, but take these people off the street."
There's a reason why. I don't know what the reason is, but there's a reason why they won't do it.
Yeah,
They
that's
won't
like
do
coming
that.
out of their pocket. That's
They
why
never use their personal money.
they're not
do
gonna.
they?
They're gonna
They
use
never
their own
do.
personal money.
They
They'll
never
never
use their
ever do
personal
But that's
that.
nuts.
They will
Lee,
never, ever
if I'm
do
a
that.
millionaire and I could take off these 100 people off the street, if I had like, even if I had like a couple of million, bruv, or whatever, if I could take all these kids, all the people off the street for a year, like her at Novo's house, I'll take some people off there. We've got friends who are homeless. You know what I mean? They're gonna take them off the street, yeah, a couple hundred grand. What's that? That's probably your interest.
Yeah. But these press runs they do are to convince us that they care, yeah? They do them all the time. All the prime ministers do it. No, but normally...
Who they convincing? You.
Normally, they're quite convincing. You got to think about this, Leroy. They are convincing the majority of people.
They are. People on TV watching
because
that
we
go,
vote for them. We
and they're like,
vote for them.
Richie, man, look at him,
That's
such a
why I
good
said
guy.
We support the
I
system.
said before I started this, I
and in
don't
the-
watch the news.
In the
These
past,
men are
yeah,
getting
but
to me.
we're a minority in more ways than one.
Yeah, true.
We see through things, but the average person at home sees that and goes, "Oh, look, like Boris Johnson is supporting the community," and that's the little press job.
They live in a
that's done.
3D world, don't they?
But we're now so past that the politicians don't even do a good job at that. They don't even try to do a good job at that.
Yeah.
Because
Don't
now
need
they
to.
just feel like it's just running. They're
need
like the
to.
system's just going. They
Don't
don't
need to.
really need our backing or support.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that's going to last though, because with social media and things like that blew up today. Of
course.
and it's going everywhere now.
Is it?
And I think the younger generation are going to start to put
Younger
things
generation will come through
together.
because they larger generation
There's-
watch a lot of stuff
yeah.
and they're into conspiracy theories and that kind of stuff and they're really into that. I think older generation and that are just lost.
Yeah.
They got bought into it. Oh yeah, but is it really that? Or oh yeah.
That was the
oh,
upbringing
yeah.
though. They
Yeah.
trust the central message. Young people don't. They just trust anything alternative, don't they? Like young people, any.
Don't trust none.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
That's why you have to really get to the youth, because the youth are going to be the ones who carry the future.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to...
So what
we
we're saying in 10, 15 years' time, they can't get away with doing them kind of public.
Nah,
Nah.
that's not going to work. No
They're
more.
getting outed, isn't they, at the moment? They are getting outed at the moment. A lot of stuff has been out. The thing is with social media, it spreads so quickly. You can see so much.
Yeah.
So
You get
your
yammed
eyes,
for anything.
your eyes are opened
You
up.
do. You get yam. Social media just yamming people for fun,
Your
boy.
eyes open up.
True.
All right, let's shift the conversation to something T-Roy don't want to talk about. New Year's resolutions. Do you believe in them, first of all, before we talk about them?
No.
Do you think we should have them?
No.
No?
I think it's good to have a target.
Yeah,
I think it's good to have something that you could.
But you
like-
should have
yeah.
you should have a target in life. You shouldn't set a target just for the new year. You should
No,
have
but
a
I think,
target in
but I
life.
think it's new year, new
could
start.
do it,
I think that's the
you could do it at
mentality.
any point. You could do it at any point of the
What's
year
starting?
anyway.
What's new that's starting in your life?
No, it's not if you start in my life. I think a lot of people do it because it's like a new year. innit?
Yeah,
So
like
it's
say
fresh.
for instance,
So it's
like, you know, you
it's like a refreshing.
Psychologically,
you might want to
yeah.
exactly. You might want to like lose weight and get down to a certain amount, so you make that as a New Year's resolution.
So
That's
like
what
this
I'm
year's
gonna
done
do
now,
to
so
do
it's
it.
a new
But-
for year. So like the
Yeah.
first of the year, the first,
you might wanna
the
try
first
and
day
quit
of the
smoking or
first month
something.
is when the year starts. And people think, well, I'll start from the beginning. You can't just rely on I'm gonna do this New Year's because most people make a New Year's resolution. don't
Bracket
stick to
within
it.
them. Yeah, that's what I'm
Most
saying.
people don't stick. I mean, that's me going from personal experience and also people that I know. Some people they do it. they're like, right, I'm gonna go there, and you see them the next year, you think, rotting.
Yeah.
And they have done it.
Yeah.
So I get that. But generally, it's like, it's a tradition, isn't it? I think it's a tradition as well. And that's the thing, it's a tradition. I think that's what probably puts me off a bit.
Oh, really? What, tradition? Because it's a tradition?
Yeah.
Like a trend?
Yeah. Like, as you get older, like,
It's a good opportunity to focus, though, if you do it as a family or amongst your friends, to sit down every year and go, what do you want to improve about yourself? There can't be anything wrong with thinking about how to improve yourself.
No,
frequently.
wrong with that.
but
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
But for me, I think
but
it's
you
got a
could
flip
be able,
side.
you should be able to do that at any point in the year.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have to think, oh, you know what, new year, new me. No. You're the same you, bruv.
That's
You're
a
the
social
same
media thing.
you.
That's a
That is,
social
you're the
media thing.
same
Like,
person you
they-
was
they-
last year.
like-
the same person you was 10 years ago.
Social media makes things black and white, like good and evil, new and old.
Yeah.
But you know, a New Year's resolution is like an incremental improvement. Like, I'm going to do something better, not I'm going to be a new person.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Like that new year, new me. Some people took that literally.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but for me, so I like, so I've been thinking about it, like, because I thought the other day, the new resolution. That's what I said to you. Nah, bud, really, like, bud, that, because actually, maybe we should renew on the first of that. So you're saying, where have I, like, how far have I come in that year?
Yeah.
I like it better that way.
Yeah.
Now I think about it like, okay, cool. So like 1st of Jan last year, where was I?
Yeah.
Like within friendships, relationships, financial, career, whatever, because I must have done something right or wrong in order not to go there. So for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not looking at New Year's resolution. Don't get me wrong, there's targets and there's things in my head that I think I want to do. But also, sometimes when there's pressure on you to do those things, you don't do them, innit? Like, so sometimes you just gotta just go with the flow, if that makes sense. Like,
That means not have a plan, doesn't it? Go with the flow.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
yeah, I think you can have a plan, but I don't think it has to be rigid. Because I think some people, when they're like, I want to lose weight, I want to go to a gym, they're going to gym every single day. They're doing this, and when they don't, and then when they fall off, that's more detrimental, I think.
Yeah.
Set them back.
Set them back. And, you know, it's different. It's different if
So
it's career
targets that you
driven.
can fail without feeling bad about. You mean?
Yeah, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. But just because I think people tend to fail more when there's pressure on you.
You need to keep it within yourself rather than trying to do it for someone else. You need to do it for yourself, kind of thing, really.
So
That's
I'm
what I'd
not. Yeah, I ain't got none this
So
year.
you're not setting one.
Nah.
The most common targets are lose weight, in it. It must be lose weight,
Yeah, lose weight, stop drinking alcohol,
get health related stuff,
stuff. It's all stuff like that.
or
It's
financial related. People will say like,
Yeah.
I've got to save this much this year, or I've got to
Yeah.
buy this, or I've got to
Yeah.
get a new car.
Yeah.
Or,
I've got some targets, but I'm not making New Year's resolutions. I've got some targets like amongst myself. So
Yeah.
career driven,
Yeah.
business wise,
Yeah, definitely, I hear that.
family orientated, friendship orientated. Just certain things that I want to do, but like I said, I don't want to put too much pressure on it or myself. I tend to thrive better by just doing me rather and just going.
I don't think we put enough pressure on ourselves. you know. I really don't think we put enough pressure on
I
ourselves. We don't push ourselves. So when you think about that, if it's financially or relationship or career, if you just go with the flow and never really try and push yourself past that limit, then you're never really going to get there, are you? If you just go in
No,
a
but I think,
cycle, not
but then
making
also I
movements.
think it depends. There's certain things
And
you
that
push yourself
requires
more.
pressure. It hurts. Like, it requires pressure. No progress comes without pressure, surely.
Yeah, definitely. without-
Otherwise, it's not earned. It's just
Yeah.
it's just kind
It's
of
given. It's got to give.
falling, yeah.
But then it depends on what targets it is in order to put pressure on yourself.
But I do think we need pressure.
Health wise, I've said there's the stuff that I want to do next year, definitely. Diet is part of it again. I need to I want to add definitely more green into my diet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
And
needed.
also looking at the beneficials of certain types of things as well. Like for instance, sea moss is very good for you and
Right.
stuff like that. I want to look into it. I was looking the other night on Amazon. I'm going to buy a Dr. Zabi's book because it's talk about adding more alkaline to your diet.
I've
Because
got that.
alkaline helps with the mucus in your body. So what he was saying was that the mucus in your body is what makes you ill.
That's this whole thing, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
mucus, yeah.
So if you can get rid
Clear
of
it.
the
Alcohol in
mucus,
your body.
clear it out, yeah, alcohol.
Alcohol in your
That's
body.
alkaline
And
diet's
that's the
what I'm
only
going
way
to
you
go
can
to
redo
next
it.
year.
So
That's 100%.
A lot of
the
stuff you
one
have to
I'm
have
gonna go to.
seeded as well. So people always get seedless grapes. The worst thing. They're not real. Grapes have seeds, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Don't get
It
seeds.
tastes good though.
Broccoli's artificial, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's saying broccoli's not good for you. I love broccoli
tastes
as
good
well.
as well.
I know, I love broccoli. That's hard.
Well, yeah, you got certain things like even rice as well. You supposed to have brown rice, brown pasta,
Brown rice,
that
yeah.
sort of stuff.
Yeah, our diet is, look at what we're eating. It's
I
crap.
ain't had one yet, but I'm looking at one. Of
Oh,
them
you
buns.
bought them here, Bridget.
I know.
you
I'm
brought
not
him,
saying
yes.
that I'm a doctor. Like, and everything in
Man, like, you're trying
moderation.
to-
That's the
contaminate
problem. I think you can. Well, you can still eat some of that stuff, but in moderation, as you said. But you know, yeah.
I'm not sure something like that. We'll see.
We'll do a review in 2020. This is the last episode of season 3. We're going to go into season 4 soon.
Yeah, here we
Yeah,
come.
baby.
We're coming for you.
Hopefully, we'll have some different guests come on as well.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
yeah. Who we
man.
got? I don't know. Who can we get?
Well, we'll get some. We'll get some.
talk to
We're
Theo,
gonna have to get out there.
Here's a
and
resolution for the pod, yeah? This year, I swear, nah, I'm not going to say that because I said it last year, it didn't happen.
Do you know what? I honestly think we should do something
We
like
should
that.
do one like that.
Every person has to bring a new person, bring a person onto the pods that hasn't been on before.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the resolution. We all got to...
For the way the keys
Season
at.
Season 4.
And this goes out
Everyone
to the
has to-
boys who are usually here.
And who are not here, you got to bring on one guest.
You got to bring on one guest who hasn't been on a pod before.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
That's pressure now. You know, we put pressure on ourselves now.
I've already got mine lined up.
I know someone already too. Yes,
I'm
I've got
good.
a couple, man.
I'm good.
I'll bring on.
I'll get someone on.
I can't. They might not be the best, but I'm bringing them
I
on
got
still.
someone. I got
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nah, I got someone in mind
joking.
already anyway, so that's all good.
I got someone lined up.
All right,
I got a couple
before we wrap up, got to talk, my boy's not here, innit, so I gotta help him out. We gotta talk about the God, innit? The GOAT,
Oh, Messi.
the OG, the original one, the gangster.
Cut the thing, Elon.
Ash, I'm gonna shout out for you, yeah. I know. I got T next to me here, but Messi just won the World Cup. He's won every trophy he can. He's got to go down as the greatest of all time.
One of. I'll leave it as that, man.
I'll say one of.
Is he
One
the
of.
first person to do that then?
Every trophy.
Is he the first player to do that?
No, he's not.
Has he won? He's won everything, isn't he?
He's
Yeah,
won
he's won
Every
everything.
trophy.
He's one of.
he
He's
could
not the
possibly
first.
But he's not the first.
There's many men.
Ron John and Ronaldinho.
No,
won
Ron John
everything as
hasn't
well,
won
innit?
Champions League.
He
Oh, yeah,
didn't
never
win
did,
Champions
didn't
League.
he?
Ronaldinho, man, have won it all.
But
everyone
Zidane,
used
man, have won it
Alright,
all.
let's just say, if it weren't Messi, everyone said R9, yeah?
I still
Was
say
the-
R9's the greatest.
Alright.
My greatest anyway.
But for a man that's won every single trophy he can possibly win, he has to go down as number
yeah,
one.
of course.
He's there. Golly, see it out, man.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right, so that's the end of the pod. I hope you all enjoyed that. Bless ups for Christmas.
Yeah.
Have a safe New Year, and we will see you. We are back next year with season 4. That's right, 4.
Yeah.
Peace
Indeed.
out.
Peace.
Merry Christmas all.
Peace out.